All right, guys, I don't know what to make of this. I'm not sure if this is a joke. I hope it is, but you guys do some pretty crazy stuff. I'm not really going to put it past you. This is a note from Dave. He says, this is a lock from his wife's chastity belt, and he's been struggling with it for years. Appreciate your help. I got another note here. I'm not going to put it on camera because it's got his email on it, but he says he puts the key in with the bitting point towards the ceiling, and it opens fine. If you turn it with the pointed the other way, and the key won't work. So right away, I think, Dave, you need to know that your wife probably has, she's probably pinned this thing up so that there are no springs in it. So he did send me some goggles. He did send me a pair of gloves, but they were in the same box with this thing, and I decided to use my own gloves. I'm going to go ahead and touch it. Here we go. Let's try it, make sure it works. There's what the bitting looks like. Man, even with rubber gloves, I'm nervous touching this thing. All right, no spring resistance on the core. And there we go. So if it turns more than 90 like that, it didn't want to open. So just back it up a little bit and it works fine. I really think she did not want you to get into this, Dave. So no spring on the core. And we got some sticky trap stuff on the outside too. And a lot of gray hair there. I don't understand that. Anyway, let me go ahead and figure out how to clamp this in a sanitary manner. And let's see if we can't get Dave's chastity lock picked open. Ugh. All right, guys, I went ahead and used Dirty Dave's note to wrap around. I just don't want that thing touching my vise. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably going to have to boil the rest of the tools when I'm done. But, all right, I'm going to use, this is an American chastity belt lock. Just going to go right from the top. And I think that ought to be fine. And I am going to use, I really hate to do this, but my rat yoke pick. This is perfect amount of rise on it, and it works perfectly in American keyways. I think there's 5 in there. I may have to put some lube in there to be sure, but I think there's 5. Let's see what she's done to you, Dave. All right, light tension all the way in, and I got nothing. These gloves seem to take, okay, there, let me recock that. Thought I had one there, binding. Got more tension on it now. Okay, I'm on number 5. Lighten up on the tension. Got to click on him. Feels like number 1. Nope. Number 5 still. Got another click on him. Okay, now number 4 is binding. Got a little click on him. Okay, I'm going back to number 4 to get another try. Okay, that's another click on 4. Try it one more. It's another click on 4. Nobody in the front is binding. Okay, that was number 4 again. I'm going to go back to number 4 again. Got a very minor click there. That was number 1, I think. Got to click on him. That was number 3. That was number 1 again. Something just fell. Number number 3. Got 2 clicks on him. That was number 2. And number 1. And there we go. Ugh. All right, now I got to touch it again. All right. Let me back the camera out. Now I got to boil the camera. All right, let's get it out of this contaminated container. What do you say? We are going to need a Phillips. Now I got to boil a screwdriver. Oh man, Dave, you could have bypassed this. I didn't even try that. It doesn't have a anti-bypass wafer on it. We could have saved a lot of time and contamination, man. All right, let's just set him off somewhere. Let's keep this lock in the frame. Get all that stuff out of the way. Get this guy in here. All right, I do have the key. Let's just pop that off there. I think I can safely take off the gloves now because it's really difficult with rubber gloves on. I have to boil my hands now. Okay, let's see if the key still works. And it does. And let's see what he's talking about real quick. Let's turn it upside down. Stick the key in there. And sure enough, it doesn't work. All right. Oh, man. I hope that's a cat hair. Well, I said I felt 5 guys. There are 6 of them. See a couple serrateds there. That's it. The number 3 and number 4, I'm sorry, number 2 and number 3 both have a serration, but right in the middle, kind of odd. We'll look at it in a minute. All right, man, she didn't do anything else to you here. No threading, no undercutting, no nothing. So these are pretty stock. These 2 pins, though, kind of look odd. Oh, that's why. They are wafered. So's this guy. Identical. So key pin, so I got them upside down there. And then we had a master wafer. That probably would make it a little bit easier. It gives me an additional shear line to hit. Maybe she does want you in this. There's another one, another wafer. All right, that one, there we go. Got him right. Let's see what she hit up here. Okay, I got a serrated, quite worn with a very weak spring. Same on number 2, serrated with a very weak spring. Let's go ahead and take those guys out. Or not. All right, let's just go ahead and grab the rest of these guys. Number 3, barely broke the shear line. Same thing. Let's go around the other side. Number 6 is below. So there's the one that would prevent you from opening it with the key, with the Bible pointed downwards. Either the spring is not long enough to push it up, so the key pin would then fall in there and prevent you from getting an open. So if you're hanging her upside down, you're probably not going to be able to get this lock open, Dave. So when I send this back, I will add more wafers, and I will also, well, let's go ahead and take that 6 out first before I take 5 out. I will also add a lot more wafers and add some decent springs in there. I think it was this guy. Where did he go? We had a spring pop out. No, now I've totally hosed this. That was number 6. And then this guy went here. Now let's get 5. All right, we got another serrated. I got one more. Let's get the last pin out of 4. Another serrated. He barely broke the shear line. All right, and the rest of those springs are all well below the shear line. I think they're probably, I'm just going to tap it right here. All right, we did get 5 more out. I would be willing to bet that in chamber, let's take a look at it. In chamber number 6, I'd be willing to bet that the spring was being compressed by probably one of these wafers. I don't know what the order was. Probably was not supposed to be compressed, but it was, and that was preventing you from getting it open when the lock or your wife was upside down. The rest of these are all stock pins. These are all serrated, and then on the bottom, these are all standard. There's another wafer right there. Get them to come apart. There we go. All standard key pins. We got a couple of serrated ones here. That's it. Nothing really special inside of here. There's no way to thread this thing without giving it away on the bottom. So not even the Bible has been threaded. I almost think she wanted you to get into this based on the number of wafers, but because you've used it so often and unlocked it so frequently over the many years, and I'm using the many years based on the gray hair on the outer part of this lock, you probably wore out the spring, dude. I'll put some new springs in it for you. I'll add a few more wafers in there so it's super easy to rake open, and I'll get this back in the mail to you. I may have to wrap it up and label it hazardous waste and put a radiation sticker on it, but David's coming back to you. Everybody else, appreciate your time. Stay safe, guys. Stay legal.